Okay, a short update for crypto, for Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. Minutes ago, I got this message that China just walked out of trade talks with U.S. in Geneva, and 10 minutes later, President Trump announced a tweet. I quote, he said that a very good meeting today with China in Switzerland, many things discussed, much agreed to, a total reset negotiated in a friendly but constructive manner. We want to see for the good of both China and the US and opening up of China to American business. Great progress made. Well, I think, in my opinion, this is the most important part. Progress made, but I interpreted that deal has not been made. That means they have been talking together, but they didn't agree. They want to put 80% now, I heard and read in some pages, 80%, something like that, between 50 to 80% tariffs on China, and China wants to have it much more lower. So that means there is a very, very big margin for China to accept those tariffs, what is not possible. And on the other side, if we take the tweet of President Trump that he said, good talks and whatever, then normally the market should move much more higher. And 5 minutes before the tweet came, crypto started to rise suddenly higher. So to me personally, I found out this is a very indicator that the insiders are buying, and then they started to sell the market, and now we want to see how it's looking. And we are here in Ethereum. This is the current bar on daily and on 30 minutes. We see here the volume profile. This is the monthly volume profile as the market started to get higher, breaking that value area high of 2 months ago, entering the value area high of 4 months ago at this level. So, and the next target will be or would be 2,719, but the maximum target would be at around 2,866. This is somewhere here. So, and the market did not accept that level. That's the reason that now the Ethereum immediately, seconds before Trump put that tweet in public, started to sell immediately. So we see here the bar. If we want to make it bigger, so I will show you, this is a very thick bar, around 5% just today, and this 5% is now sinking to 1%, 4% in just 22 seconds sold off. And this is a very significant sign that the market is not buying it. Something is coming. Some saying that tomorrow, and of course tomorrow and maybe the next weeks, all these negotiations are going to be continued. What's very important is for Ethereum, as we can see, we are entering now and has been already reaching the value area high, but we see how thin the volume is. So that's the reason that we increased our short. Then if we go to Bitcoin, we see exactly the same what's happening to Bitcoin. So at this level, at around 104,983, they sold immediately, market down to 100, but now started to rise up again to 104. Very important is that at this level, at around 103, the market started to feel the gap of 104,452. This is the gap that was 1, 2, 3, 4, started 5 months ago. We have also a higher gap here at around 107 to 109. So it would be possible that the market may start to get that price to fill that gap before it's getting down. The first target will be at around 96,000, the next target below then 93,000, and then we have to fill the gap at 88,000 before the market coming back to 84 and finally to 74,000. In Solana, we see that this is a bull trap at around 178,000, but the market started to enter the 179. If you go to my analysis of Tradingview, which I made 1 week ago, I told you if we break that level, we possibly come to 199 and later to 220 to 246 era, and therefore we need a very strong catalyst, and this catalyst is at this moment the talks in Geneva. But it seems if the talks are not successful enough, the market has already, especially in Solana, because it's moving too fast always, we have a very big gap at around 150 to 160. But the problem with Solana is that they are in very strong bearish trend. So also the next issue we have in Solana is that we have two very important levels here. The POCs are near of the low. That means the market will get back again to 140 once breaking that. This is the second problem with Solana. The third problem with Solana is that the current monthly profile is a very big imbalance. So in minimum, they need to restore this, and that will be at around 123.64. But if they are at this area, they're gonna look then to 94 again to restore this gap at this level. So at this point, if Solana does that, that means that we have here to notice that we have then well, you can see that in a bear trend definitive bull trap, and the market does act, especially on these constructions or pictures, or you can name it what you want, price action or whatever. At this level, then the breakout traders and long-term trend followers do following, they keep that breakout to get Solana much more deeper. So if this happens, we will see Solana then between $20 to $40 then. If it happens next week, I doubt, but it's probably going to happen maybe in the next weeks, possibly. It can go fast, it can go a little bit slower. We could have also the possibility that Solana moving a little bit higher, then to restore these gaps again and then to fall down again. But this is definitive. This market is a big sell for me. So I don't trust this market, not anymore, not in 2025, nor in 2026, maybe later, but not in the next 18 months.